The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360 and Kel Kids Toothpaste. Hello and welcome to today's edition of the PL Show. It is proudly still brought to you by Kel Toothpaste, Kel Charcoal, Kel 360 and Kel Kids Toothpaste. Today's edition, I have two phenomenal ladies who are making giant strides. It's a discovery for today and we'll be talking about them shortly. And I know that you're pretty excited about it as well because I'm always excited when you have to discover phenomenal ladies right here on the PL Show. I am Emefa Apawu and this is the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. My outfit proudly brought to you by Anna Simba by Zita. I'm pretty excited about it. Make sure you get yourself one as well. This is the Kel Toothpaste PL Show and a Discovery Edition. Please stay with us and make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. We'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere.
Mommy.
Michelle say, fe.
Different era, better result. Time has changed and time has brought Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, healthy gums, anti-cavity, fresher breath, and it whitens teeth. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, Sankofa.
Yenchi, Kel Charcoal Toothpaste.
Happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. It's a Discovery Edition for today and it's still brought to you by Kel Toothpaste. We have the Kel Charcoal, Kel 360 and the Kel Kids Toothpaste. Once again, I am Emefa. Welcome once again to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. And we start today's discovery with a disability advocate. She's the founder of Bless Foundation, Debbie Bless Foundation, all the way from Trede. She's my guest in the studio, Deborah Abrafi. How's the trip from Trede?
Oh, by His grace, everything is good.
Okay. Well, Matun Kabibre, and the MNJ pass so make Deborah Abrafi. Really, who are you?
Me Deborah Abrafi said you were born a very young lady with multiple talents and a right arm amputee. Okay. Me a rabba sebi and kakra atomia ma mensanifa eniho. Na ni nyina mu no me pem komani ma mebua wona sebi omo so dem die nso ato won. Na wo mu feel say their life has come to an end. Me motivate or me encourage you omo. Now at the same more skills and more feel say we are equally important in our society.
Very beautiful woman. I'm sure you've been told all the time. Yes. Very, very beautiful. But you know that in Kofo, when they go through such, they give up and all that. Yes. But in Pacho, how did yours happen?
When I was in junior high school, year 1, my schoolmates pushed me down and got my right arm twisted. It was a minor injury, but rather needed much attention. Okay. It was very unfortunate, and I was staying with my grandparents, whereby much attention wasn't given to me. They couldn't send me to the hospital on time. They applied a local herbs, even though they drew the idea, but they no quite be so. And you know, the hand got rotten. Okay. And later on, I had to hospital. They needed immediate amputation. And then of course say but
me personally because it's a lesson for all of us so that in Baku school not be sasia then we know how to handle it. She say na mudi agro
na me wo na mini school but we schoolmate dunka ofe e wo brono a free hold compound e brono entino e schools wo kwa entino pon a mo ne schoolmates e wo around na entino akweye sent chedanye bibi egidi bi se twon ho opia na ode won sa wo fom na emu africhi said ye account for canna. Okay. To sign a buy intino a banner or local beliefs be say so obin samubua. I am near my entire for mammy will be our one tower for a trim. And no mom coaching me the musa mammy and shed that arm quay and no mamma obin swa or ye herbalist. A bed train sending with the bandager in the concert what the train son so. According to doctors, no more say the blood wasn't flowing and internet cause just a proyana bibisa e basa.
Okay. So at that point now, the doctors had to, you know, take you through that process, amputate your hand and all that. Do you remember? Net saying
beginning Nankasa, they didn't tell me and can't me direct say which one sir. And at that time, so now is just say a potocasa more for Casa no one should answer the papa biasa. But I'll take cat the only Sadia Yetra. And Sinami hospital St. Joseph go for Udia. And see hospital one Bonino ne local doctor CB Casa. It seemed that me take cat and start to say me take cat and see betray me Zangasa. And see one na omo chere me so omo do omo komo different. And see no eba say e was say eba sa no. Omo de me answer omo ka say me dress up. The next omo de be ko theater. Na ya yi no me be afri mama but auntie ne so betray. And see later one na me say ya me hu say aba sa in fact I was very down. Some ja.
Okay. It is our grandparents, but or parents at that time, were they available? What exactly were their role in all that?
During that time, you know, na my mother and my papa no omo Western region.
Okay.
My papa too kind. Say ja abrabo yi and sheda and smooth. Inye obi ade benya smooth sant, you know. During that time, my senior brother ho, and ye no so me ye twin. And you know, me want my twin sisters wo. And na ma me say okay, papa to kwan na ho e training tin nko de. Me no kwa koja me papa side. Me grandfather, papa side. Na me nko tena nchen. Okay. No so ntimi take care of me senior brother and me twin sister no. Na me ma me na ansan kwa hwe me papa. Oh. Yes. Okay. And the man ko ma me call Dunka off, you know. And yes, I we are all staying together until my father traveled. And a sad. Okay. But a bar said me prior and they went back to the village where my parents don't want to echo catch her. But my mother she wasn't aware. Until say my mother no so baby sheme na hono so ye unya amputations and so ye cancel kakantina say o mututu me fo kakantina na ma adwene free so nti me madade na ni be bo msisi no na she wasn't expecting this because no fees ye say me nsam abu but o man kase ye twa enti obehu say ma no be collapse ya enya me kwa de be man ko no kwa be wu echa me.
Well, thankfully no, I'm so happy say looking at you, your outlook no very lively, very bubbly, and this is not bringing you down. Never. And that's one thing I say for, because out of this, no, me who say, oh yeah, for other people who are going through what you're going through, or even worse than you are going, because who say there's any disability. Yeah. So at what point, and I will start to say, them and even disability like we call it.
Me prasa and it's na me hospital. Person me take it from there. Na me hospital no. E one na me realize say me send fa na medication. E be yeden na metimi atro krabim. Etini me start say with me left no. Enti no me mother o ka kire me say o kakra obetimi. I use to left na the atro. It's true words of encouragement. Me de mensa na me try na me pray. It's me try na mo JSS one first time
at that point.
I was 13 years.
Oh, okay.
It's na me de mensa bonkum no extra kaka na agene kakra. It's me firo e ba kuma se trade ho no. And I'm better me better was JSS one ho na second time. It's no mo notes a previous term no my no. Na was a me try na me mate there no so no air supporting. It's me we JSS no. Eco SS area, Medical University for Development Studies, UDS, campus, Eco Social Science Education, and Joy. or management. And through that, no, Radium Adomna, me was a national service, and Timena Shranu Gold Mines, the Western region, mining company.
We'll come to that.
All right.
We'll come to that because when you say what's so age more musika onyane ade na start so de boankofo. So I wanted to know before we get into 360 because it would give us a whole picture of what you've been through. But I'm person who at what point would start a Debbie Bless Ghana Foundation, no? Debbie
Bless Ghana Foundation crowd here. Me start say you know at first na any registered one I was doing charity support.
Okay.
Na me ye.
Na we ye man.
Na ya dia na 18 keke no mponya medas no. Na ya dia me hu ni say the way I made the fast we back quick and my expect no. Me hu go for they also having the same challenge and na in fact na ye me ya. It's me yes and man until say make us okay then I have to set up get some place that persons with disability can come to me, talk to me through counsel to support you training. No?
Okay. Well, Deborah Abrafi is my guest on the Discovery session for the Kel Toothpaste PL show, and it's a good time to get into the 360 segment, proudly brought to you by Kel 360, and we'll take a look at that, and when we return, we'll get talking.
It was just a minor injury, but developed into an unforgettable event of her life. Debbie Bless is a true fighter. She has grown out of her misery and affecting many positively through her benevolent activities. The Debbie Bless Foundation is a non-governmental organization which empowers physically challenged persons in various ways. She believes no one can limit you unless you limit yourself.
Wow, so this is you in 360. I say, Adjoa no we need Jehopa. And let's talk about or tours, me who say schools near there. So Debbie Bless Ghana Foundation. Let's talk a bit about nyama moye over the period.
Say obi ye bibia e obotaye I see any swede. And now your butter any day a door say something them dear away. Let me to be and so any told me no men susu sebe to me. And I mean you and being so any afu from poor sebi your visible and invisible disabilities. And to know me who say a bear then afu fra sebi them de at one at a menka. There was a minute baby a bronica say office. I'll meet me locate me. My numbers in your true me tours are paying tino. Ombe bana ebi wompa wo fokra na omma edidem no ebi hu de omfa omanye eti omo ba ye church omo say ye maybe special schools me no omo call ye koma a home for teachers for no so hu the type of nyoma ombe nya nru omo schools no enti no e ba sa no me hu say okay me ankasa no mra na me go school no ti say me JSS mu ane me SS no na aye den say so wanyo awofo bi ana wanyo obi anko ni students no and as teachers kra no ankasa school for betimi ahuru and aka kan sem bia emma wo no wani nka school mo
okay
entinu mi hu say me ma famu da no because me ma me the bia o de me ko school ne me nana omo ne me kwa no ma ko kan teachers for no ene me house mistress because I'm boarding house ne nkofo mba assistant me bia me nyoma sie mu nyoma bi omo beboa me enu ntino eboa me eno kwa na
fofo no mo sere wana
on say enya namfo a mewo ne mo school no won say na intense bebre say enne wo behu bia na ka bia na bibia siama dem di ato no enu ntino media ni si saa no obu ha say student bia ba Abrafi bia ba ne nsa ne yenkowe to obitimi ba wanim kan say etwa wan say pese ye hwe ensa no mesi be ma mo hwe entino hwe say usini aba be ka che so
beto we ni eden kaka
and kaka it's imagine say even class say wani nya dempo a nka manye strong kra nka mentimi we school no essence de bia wo answer the same asem na won pese obi be mu no etubo mu say na de bia me de asem koma ma me no mo so aba school mo it's a boy ema ye catch your say so obi obehuru me na obi obeka asem a mani nje wo na me ka say major school ni di ebeyi ba ko na di eno na ebo a me sa ma me di me we me JSS SS no na university di eja panifom Enti wa na be hwe ho ye na obi nka asema
Okay.
ebe hawo. Enti me say e was say me koto both tertiary, primary and secondary school and talk to the students
about stigmatization.
Yes.
Okay.
And I even obi one pa said only them and so now for anano relatives are omedi them e wo fie atete nam nimdi omu ninti no omu fi se bia ye bone and so we bia ye ni e wo se ye kom ni hakom etimi to obi ante wo se massa education no emma students no any afoforo a on so went to omu so editum se ebetima to obi.
Okay. Now we'll talk about Tamana Ejuma mining company no near there. At some point you had to stop because of the Debbie Bless Foundation. My a bit about it.
Okay, it's been an opportunity to go national service or supply chain department. It's been national service we there. We see a mine there na no dey. So we beti me Adjoa kan by rather ya madam. And I'm say my father community ho our ye fool. And you know, you maintain me community and public relations department.
Oh, okay.
And we call data entry and reports analyst more for some years. It's a redundancy so the bedroom time be it's a non so cry and so now me madam escape maybe they may call the mother security of the company. And me call CCTV stroke access management. Into true media entity and your mammy into me feda me school ne call a bargain pa.
Oh,
okay. Ready forensic psychology and corporate security. Into true a jumana here any every mining company be a contract. A contract and I'm so okay. I already have the vision, the passion to be an advocate for persons with disabilities and support them as well. And I just already maduma media besha CBB I have the national licenses. I go to places, I talk to people, I support people, I motivate them because there are so many cases I'm going for back because me first and me pray and obi crash me and that's what some say dear net to me crana. In fact, that's the end. Me pessimity is now me embracing my disability. And you know your cases I'm going for the bar. Obu ha a young guy ebu na ya ba ebi anwo besabom so na shoot obi nsa na amputate nsa obi won sense acid near the gu no so serious cases cyber and into obi also obi ku no. I talk to the person and use me sorry atomen except to say e sorry amekwa mani na enti e mo munya arechichire ne nyoma bia eboa wo mo ema omo komani.
What cardia atomakoma sopa and then say embracing your disability because that's key before you can move on to do any other thing. And see, Holiday, Yamal, congratulations once again with all that you've done so far. And see, say, Obi per se Obwa Debbie Bless Ghana Foundation in various diverse ways. How would they be able to reach you? What kind of support do you need?
To be honest, we have support a lot because Obi Wawa and yet I return some kind of man now so. I was so to me Emma no BB. I was sustaining Omokakra. And the vision at the Bless Ghana Foundation, no, a person more interest in supporting persons with disabilities, no, they should come on board. A person you build the ultra-modern training center. I bet me training persons with disability because I say so we do mu biche obi ade krana e be fin back on ensa. Na mo money nim dia tete ye dia e be bo di pakro. Already me infrastructure kakra o ha me pese enka aboafo be sum na nka me complete kra na omo she training nase.
Okay.
Because there are so many hidden potentials in us. As in a little pusher e be out. And only but I applied many so and at the same time and also no a be branch ewa.
Okay.
Accra.
Okay.
Baby a dear better Accra asemu.
Okay.
And a office kakra be a waha media dom yani manimu yampo ama ya yusua a time or kama back when bit me the nadia amano. In na ya moa getting a sika film. A dear beer will be the bedroom ye piano.
Well, so that's the Debbie Bless Ghana Foundation, and it's an advocacy for disability, and she's the CEO and founder, and like you heard, they would want to expand their activities to Accra as well. They are currently in Trede, and any support, any form of support, monetary, in cash, in kind, they would gladly accept it to impact the lives of those with disability, and the numbers are on the screen for you. to reach out. And also you can reach out to us here at the PL Show, and definitely whatever support that you want to give to the Debbie Bless Ghana Foundation will get to Deborah Abrafi as well. But into me my own personal life because today we need the who fade because me who say maybe what's going on in that part of your life.
Yankasa me rabba say being self-dependent, and I say bia opimako when you do certain points in life and sana what me welcome will be. Okay. Because one ankasa na what one sebi but I be brace when so na but I so de untimi wie so de but yeah challenge nti no e was say yetimi e build ye ho yie sebi obi ba nas onkuta Timo papa kura no be say yes, you are a woman of substance. Okay. And until obi any my brabum na me bomb pa so say now. Yes. Me bomb pa say na be adoma true e bibia ye na me. E be see na the right time so the right person so on. Me sure so shows this year and finally just before we wrap up, I know that there are national issues that policies are you would hope that a bit to me, policies and laws that will favor persons with disability. As it stands now, do you think that as a country we pay the needed attention to persons with disability? Is there anything really helpful say or think yeah a bit more than we are doing now? Okay, me feel say I buy no more, but I be so many so be persons with disabilities. But me omo amendment they should more focus and as omo ma omatwen pini enko sebie na yedi dem enwie peye Ghana de enwie peye but they hope say said ye more education na nkasa no mpanifo ni behu omo mpanifo na bi nso challenge ni bia wo mfie nti no yes say omunya nhihye ya ebe favor persons with disabilities. Very, very well said. Thank you so much, Debbie. And I know that the support that is needed for you to do this will definitely come to you. And so before I so when you say so from Kel toothpaste, Kel charcoal, Kel 360, Kel kits, and your special PL Show mug as well that we're putting together just for you, for the phenomenal lady that you are. Inti, this is from us to you. Wow. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Yeah, that's it. What's a Kel toothpaste? Hey, Matepa. What's it? If you cry, you should be. Oh, okay. And yeah, this is specially just for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of the show once again. Thank you. And it's always brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kids Toothpaste. All FDA approved. For that long-lasting fresh breath is Kel 360. For that white and fresh breath as well, you have the Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. And for the children between 2 to 6 years is Kel Kids Toothpaste. Well, and I have another discovery coming up shortly here on the PL Show. We'll take a quick break. When we return, we'll get talking once again. Please stay with us.
Brush, 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 brush your teeth. Brush, 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 2 times a day. Brush with Kel Kids.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel Kids Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky chicky whiter, chicky chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel Kids. Happy smile.
Welcome back to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. Is the Discovery Edition, and the Kel Toothpaste PL Show, as always, brought to you by Kel Charcoal, Kel 360, and Kel Kids. For the next part of the Discovery Show today, I have a charcoal artist. She's also a fashion designer, in the person of Adjoa Faakye is our next discovery for today. Welcome, Adjoa.
Thank you very much.
Tell me a bit about Adjoa. Are you Fanti? What exactly are you? Where do you come from? Oh, yes, you're a cool girl.
Eastern region.
Okay,
Both
that's why you like business like that. You like money, eh?
Something of that sort.
Okay. Well, tell me a bit about Adjoa.
I'm a designer and I'm an artist as well. So I got out of school about 2 years ago and I began my career. So I began full-time. I began fashion full-time. And I started with art as well.
What exactly is charcoal art anyway?
It's a medium for production. So just like we have pencil artists, it's the same with charcoal. So we use charcoal. That's a medium. That's a tool you use in application and production of art and artwork.
How do you go about the charcoal art? Is it just your finger? How is
exactly it's refined. So I dip my hands in a refined charcoal and then apply on the surface. That's after the sketching and everything. If I want a dark shade, I just go over and over again.
At what point did you pick up that that talent?
I think it's from my teenage years. Okay. That's how I cultivated it. I started doing collage and photo montage. So I got images from fashion magazines and I put them together. So I used to do that on my leisure.
I know you went to Agri school.
Yes,
Agri Memorial.
Yes.
You see, I've done a lot of digging about you.
Okay.
So is that where it's all started, or it was just before Agri?
Before Agri, I think it was in high school, junior high school.
Okay.
Yes.
Which junior high school exactly was that?
Atomic Hills.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So then from there, you went to Agri.
High school.
And then
I did industrial arts and then fashion major, KNUST.
Okay. I haven't really seen or heard too much about it. I know it exists, but was it in school whilst you're doing the visual art that you introduced it, apart from the collage and the montage that you said?
Yeah, it was in school, from high school. You got introduced to charcoal as a medium. So I I practiced, became perfect, and then I decided to branch into it. So I just decided to major in charcoal.
Okay, well, we'll talk more about it, but at what point did you add fashion as well?
Okay, that was in university.
Did you have that kind of support from family and friends? Because back then, when you were going into that art, people tend to look at you double because people are doing medicine and other things. How was it like?
It was gradual, let me put it that way. Like you mentioned, it has always had a stigma, and people still ask questions, but I think it's taken off. Things are changing. So it's not like it used to. I used to have a lot of questions, like from people, family and all that. But when they see you like invested in a whole process, and it's a gradual process. So they're accepting it. Let me put it that way.
I'm sure there are those who are curious about the charcoal art and what exactly you do. We have 360 brought to you by Kel 360 toothpaste, and we'll get to know what exactly Adjoa Faakye does. Take a look.
Throughout her artistic journey, she has always been fascinated by images and how the world is represented through the eyes of others. Every work of art becomes a visual expression of facets in her life, be it in her surroundings or in magazines. She inculcates used clothes and already existing collections she has designed in the center of her pieces. By speaking her vulnerabilities through her work of art, she's able to demonstrate that art exists in the context of fashion.
Wow, that's very, very beautiful. So you start from the drawing.
Yes.
Before then you now go through
charcoal and then make clothes and fuse them on top. Yes.
Okay, so you're putting the two.
Yes, there's a fusion of both.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay, so instead of just drawing the outfits, you embed it, like you cut it out and everything and design it. How long does it take to do a typical one that we just saw like that?
It depends. With sketching and drawing, it could take like a week. But sometimes with the idea development, the clothes and everything, it has to take a lot of thinking. So some take a while. So I could take like 2 months to finish a work.
Wow. Yeah. But the industry in itself, in terms of charcoal arts and then the fashion that you're fusion, how does it look like, you'd say?
To be honest, it hasn't been rosy. It has taken time, and it's a lot of work to get noticed out there, because everyone is doing something different. So you really have to put much work into it and then just try and get gallery representations, have eyes on you. Let's see.
So it's not just about wanting to do it and selling, but at
No,
least
no,
for
no.
exhibitions.
Exactly.
Have you done any
So-
of these exhibitions? so
Yeah,
far?
I have. I did that last year. It was a group exhibition at the Alliance Fancy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get to do a solo one. I'm sure
Yes,
you're
I'm
working
here
towards
too.
getting
I'm
to
working
solo.
towards it.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Well, what would it take at least to do a solo, gallery exhibition? For instance, how many does it go into? Walk us into it a bit.
For Ghana, you don't have to badge galleries. They have to find you.
Okay.
So like I mentioned, do things, something unique that will make you get discovered. Yeah, so like I mentioned, I'm working towards it. So
Well, your
come up with.
uniqueness has got us discovering you.
Thank you very
whilst
much.
we wait and for that big discovery as well. So what inspires you?
I've always been fascinated by images and how the world represents images through the eyes of others. So I would say photography is one,
Okay.
music, and then a bit of historical events. Yes.
But the industry in general in this country, do you think that we've come to a point to actually accept it and we get the support that the industry actually needs, you'd say?
Support, I can't say much, but we've had big names like Mwako Boaford and the rest of them. So I think we are getting there. For Ghana, we are getting there.
But is there any
We've had people like these on the map, and their eyes on us all over. So
I'm sure you're hoping to do something different, but really, is there a way that you would say, if you were to speak directly to the tourism ministry, for instance, creative arts industry, is there really some form of support that you think they ought to be offering to persons of your kind to boost that part of the industry?
they could establish galleries to help us exhibit. I think it has always been an idea of mine to pitch it. We have private galleries. They are not state-owned. So if they could do something like that to support we artists, it would be...
Also like a state gallery,
Exactly.
for instance, so that will make it easy for
we, the upcoming artists, to just showcase and then...
Okay. Are you into anything like, what really do you do for pleasure amongst others, you'd say?
I have a passion for teaching children, so I do that as a part-time. It's creative art is my field of study.
So what
I
do you
just
teach them? You teach them
creative art.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So just helping young talents, nurture them, and then
I've seen the few drawings. I think I can identify a few of them, those that you've drawn. But is there a particular person or a place that you're hoping that you would wish to draw one day?
a place, no. I do female figures,
Okay.
female portraiture, yes. So that's what I have decided to. So if you go through my works, you realize that these figures are not known. I fuse different images. So if I come across an image, I combine maybe, let's say, just the face, lower torso, then something else. So these are not real people, but they are made to look like they are real. They exist.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how
So
I come up
really
with my
imaginary,
something
people,
of that sort.
but it has to be female.
Exactly.
Okay. So if in thinking, I'm sure that with all the inspiration, is there a particular female, maybe a face, a torso that you really would want to draw, that you're thinking about?
For me, it's representation. So black women, fashion figures, that's it. I don't really have a particular figure I would wish to draw someday. Just if she's black, if she has a model figure and it fits my kind of, yeah.
When you
I
say
would
model figure,
definitely-
it has to be a certain silhouette.
Unfortunately,
What exactly?
most of them are thin,
Okay.
skinny. Yes, that it has been like something I'd always wanted to do. Representation, it matters.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, but you have names for those you draw?
Yes, I do.
Because they are you made them up. What kind of
Exactly.
names have you given them?
Okay, so I've had Davi,
Oh.
short hair, and then I've had Kika, Osunde.
You give the names yourself?
Yeah,
What's
I
Kika?
do. Okay, so Kika is an influencer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I picked one of her images, and then, as usual, I fused it with others, and then decided to name the work Kika Usunde.
Kika Usunde.
Yes.
Okay, I thought Usunde was different. What's Usunde?
Usunde is a Nigerian name. Yes, it's a Nigerian surname. I don't know the meaning of it, but it was quite catchy. Yeah, and I liked it.
Okay. Well, I'm sure in the coming years, in the coming days, we're looking out for Adjoa Faakye, and I can't wait for that solo exhibition. But really, let's talk about plans for the next maybe 5 years, 10 years. What is it looking like for Adjoa?
I would want to see my works all around the world in museums, galleries, and hopefully get them auctioned in the Sotheby's and Christie's. That's what I'm looking at. And also I'm thinking of impact, how I can help and extend my practice with the teaching. So I'm looking at many other institutions and help nurture young talents. Yes.
Would you say that as part of our education curricula, for instance, in Ghana, there should be a portion where, since you love to teach children, should there be a portion where at least arts of some form? I know we have arts and design in there, but mostly ICGC, Cambridge schools and all that are really incorporating it. But at the various basic levels, do you wish to see that we introduce art at some form at those levels?
It's being introduced, but much attention is not given to it, like the science and the maths and the rest of them. So it's an aim of mine. I would want us to like give it an attention. So that's what I'm working towards. So normally what I do with my school is I try my best to visit like as many hours as I can to just help them revive their interest. So just like you are giving an attention to science, you would want to consider art as well. So yeah.
So how many hours of your time do you give to these schools?
I do from 1 and 7 a.m. to 12.
Oh, wow.
So I come back home and then start my production. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Every
just
day,
volunteering,
weekdays.
right?
Yeah, volunteering.
Oh, okay. That's so sweet of you.
Thank you.
Well, if you were to be speaking directly to the Education Minister, is currently Dr. Yawose Educhum. If you were speaking to him directly, he is more contemporary, you know. What would you tell him in terms of improving arts in the various schools all the way to the tertiary level?
Okay. So by far, I would want to say I'd love for art to be more practice-based. Yes. So if they could help with the curriculum and just make it shouldn't be about theory. If it's practical, it can help.
Well, you're speaking directly to the policymaker. Now speak to us as the youth and your type. I'm sure there are people who are old. Me, I would love to explore arts at some point, but maybe I'm too old for that. But the ones who are coming up, who are looking up to you, what would be your message to them?
If you have an interest in it, just go for it. Do your research. It's a nice field. So if you'd want to branch into arts, I'll encourage you to.
Well, Adjoa, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. And I'll definitely be budging into your workshop one of these days just to see you work, because it's so beautiful seeing you engrossed in the work that you do. Well, I don't know if you would want to put out contact of your management so that if anybody wants to reach out to you, they can do that.
My Instagram, Adjoa Faakye. And then my number is 050-159-5569.
Okay. And they'll be on the screens as well for you to contact Adjoa with the beautiful work that she's doing. Adjoa, we have a tradition on the PL show. And you know my sponsors, Kale Charcoal. Since you're into charcoal as well, I'm sure there should be a partnership in there. You both use charcoal. And we have Kale 360 and the Kale Kids toothpaste. And the PL show cannot let you go without giving you a beautiful gift that we put together just for you. So contained in the package, I have the PL show mag, and then I have Kale Charcoal, I have Kale 360, and then I have Kale Kids toothpaste, and put together specially just for you. The phenomenality that you are. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Have you used Kale Charcoal before?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. I'm sure you're not using the charcoal that you're using to paint for your teeth.
No,
okay.
not. Okay,
and then
thank
the Kel
you.
360. You have a lot of kids that you teach as well, so
yeah, sure.
you can give them to them.
Thank you.
We'll definitely have you once again on the PO show.
Sure.
Thank you so much, and
Thanks
keep
for
doing
having
what you're doing.
Right.
And that's our show for today. It's our discoveries, a double do, and I've totally enjoyed myself. I know you have too. Many thanks to Anna Zimba by Zita for my outfit, and many thanks to African American Beauty School in Danceman for my beautiful makeup. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste, Kel 360, Kel Kids Toothpaste. Many thanks for sponsoring the show. I am Emefa Apawu. Another edition of the PO show comes your way same time. Enjoy the rest of the day.